This part of the test will measure your listening ability when it comes to the conversations and lectures in academic settings. You will listen to a recording, and then answer questions about it. You will be able to take notes while listening, and you can listen to the recording only once. The questions must be answered in the presented order. During the exam, you will not be allowed to go back to the previous question. Now listen to the lecture.
A special way for people to express themselves is through the art of theater, where the stories of the world are shared, emotions are shown, and society are depicted. In the theater, the playwright and the script come first. Any theatrical production must have this at its base. The playwright utilizes language to describe situations, develop characters, and present a narrative. The director, the actors, and the creative team then use these words as their guide. The function of a director is crucial right now. The director directs the production from auditions to the final performance, interpreting the playwright's work. The play is shaped by the director's vision, which transforms the written script into a dynamic, engaging performance. The actors are the heart and soul of the theater. They give the characters personality and allow the spectator to feel their feelings. Through their performances, they establish a bond and foster empathy, which enables the viewer to journey together with the characters. The set design, lighting, costumes, and sound are only a few of the technical elements that greatly influence the theatrical experience. These components contribute to the play's atmosphere and mood, drawing the audience into its universe. Don't lose sight of the fact, though, that theater also portrays society, giving voice to the voiceless and questioning our perceptions. It frequently reflects the successes and failures of its day. This feature of play frequently inspires and greatly moves me. Theater is a different sort of entertainment from movies and television, despite their popularity nowadays. Both media offer narrative-driven experiences, but theater stands out as a particular art form due to its intimacy and immediateness, as well as the fact that it takes place in front of a live audience. Last but not least, although unrelated to theater, some people mistakenly believe that street performances and flash mobs are a sort of theater. They do have some similarities, such as live performances, but lack the dramatic structure and meticulous rehearsing that characterize theater. Theater is a comprehensive and complex medium for expressing oneself. Few other art forms can compare to the unique combination of storytelling, visual artistry, and human connection it delivers. Theater is a comprehensive and complex medium for expressing oneself. Theater stands out as a particular art form due to its intimacy and immediateness, as well as the fact that it takes place in front of a live audience.
Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Listen to a conversation between a student and a literature professor.
How was that conference last weekend, Professor Miles?
Great. I heard some really terrific presentations. Refreshing topics, too. About authors you don't usually hear too much about.
Oh, why not?
Oh, well, it's a funny thing about academia. You'd think scholars would do research about every topic imaginable. But actually, some authors, some genres aren't respected very much. So not very much is written about them. Gothic literature, detective novels.
But that's what the conference was about?
Yeah, pretty much. It was kind of subversive, I guess. But there's a whole wealth of knowledge out there just waiting to be explored. I find that really exciting.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, you wanted to ask me about the final paper?
Yeah, which I see now ties into the theme of that conference. Since we're supposed to write about a book from one of those lesser genres, I was wondering, what about science fiction?
Sure, though it's a genre that's actually getting more and more respect within academia. There was even a talk at the conference about Jack Vance.
Oh, he wrote Planet of Adventure, right?
Yeah, he's a well-researched, respected science fiction writer. If you're interested in science fiction, you could look him up. That leads you to lots of other authors and lots of possibilities for your paper.
Great. Well, I'm relieved you think that that's a good genre to study. I'll find a book that interests me and do the paper on that. It seems like most people assume that science fiction is kind of like, I don't know, junk literature.
Yes, a lot of people do.
Yeah, but I've read some things, and I think that some of it is really well written, and it takes so much imagination to write sci-fi.
Well, careful, though. There's a difference between science fiction and sci-fi.
What do you mean?
Well, sci-fi, that's what you tend to see in films. It has all the spaceships and robots, and it focuses on exotic technology, the wow factor, like special effects, at the expense of a well-written story. I think a lot of people don't realize this and tend not to make a distinction.
Okay.
But true science fiction is much more intellectual than that. The story is very important, and even though it might take place in an imaginary world and it might have exotic gadgets, the focus is on the plot. Science fiction creates metaphors about our world and well, what it means to be human. It's meant to get people to think about real things like history and human behavior. That's worthy of your time, but not sci-fi.
Great. Well, can I let you know next week which book I want to write about?
Sure.